Hello and welcome to the Voice of Your Passion business video series. I'm Stephanie Bonte-Lebair, founder of Empower Business Networking, and I am here with one of the members of our community, Venetia Reddy, who is going to share with us all about what she does, her passion, and she has a free gift for everyone related to social media strategy. So you want to stay tuned for that. So really quickly, she supports small business owners with promoting and building quality brands through digital marketing assistance and social media management. And full disclosure, I hired Venetia years ago to support me with my social media. We've had an amazing relationship, and she's been so helpful in helping me create content and have a plan in place for how to put that content out into the world. So thank you so much for being here today, Venetia.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I definitely feel like it's a full circle moment.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So describe your passion for what you do. I'd love to just get a little background on how'd you get here and why do you love it so much?
Right, interesting question. So I actually started off studying as a lawyer, but I somehow started working with so many wonderful businesses, just like yours, all over the globe. And I think that because I'm such a creative person and I just really love learning new things, it's such an amazing space for me to be able to work with so many different businesses and industries and do it globally. So that
Yeah.
is why I'm so passionate about it and being able to help businesses, small and large, meet their online business goals.
Yes. And you are from South Africa, and we were working remotely together before the pandemic.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
right, so it was great to be able to be supported by someone who, can support anyone anywhere. And also, now we live in a world post-pandemic where that seems to be more the norm, right? If we're service-based, if we're creative, now we can really support each other in a virtual environment. And it's actually more important to have a great strategy and to have a great content strategy for your marketing than ever before because of that as well. So can you describe the transformation that you provide your clients? What are they saying to you when they first come to you and ask for help? And then what are they saying is the result of receiving your services?
I think the biggest transformation is really having maybe an inconsistent or even a non-existent online
Yeah.
presence. And then helping them build a really strong and a cohesive one so that it accurately represents their brand.
Hmm.
In addition to that, I think that many people need help with using social media more effectively. So we definitely provide that transformation. So from inefficiently using it to being able to increase your engagement and read into the insights of social media so that you can um, gain the awareness that you need for your business and create a clear and compelling message that resonates with the audience that you're targeting.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I remember specifically, I didn't really have any social media strategy when we first met. And one
Oh,
of the major outcomes from your support has been the consistency, right? Just having a consistent presence that on
right,
social media, which is a brand building exercise over time, right? Because people see you enough times and your message is consistent over time, then you start to build a brand and you start to attract the right type of people for who you want that brand, to attract. And so that's what I really have appreciated from our work together was that now it doesn't seem as hard anymore to be consistent.
right.
It's a little more automatic. So besides me, do you have another client that you have supported, and can you give an example of what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, well, working in advertising and marketing, I think that it's very tempting to talk about the success stories of numbers. So talking about the big numbers like hitting 1 million views or gaining a lot of sales. Those success stories are very tempting, but I think my favorite one was when a small business owner told me that she appreciated having like a digital best friend, um,
Mm.
or like just whatever she needed. She could just run and ask, like, can I have this? I'm trying to to create something and really have that flexibility and creative control um, while building your brand and having that flexibility, I think is the biggest compliment and success to really allow small business owners, especially who value that creative control and community nurturing. So I think that that heartfelt appreciation that comes from working with them and helping them build meaningful relationships and take care of those mundane tasks are really what
Yeah.
is that's a real success.
I love the digital best friend. I love that energy. And I also really heard you speaking to asking for what you want. You're like, okay. And I remember doing this with you too. I'm like, I need a carousel and I'm not really good at making carousels. Can you make a carousel, that does X,
Yeah,
Y, Z, right? Like being able to ask for what you want and being willing, honestly, to delegate it. Because I think as solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, we feel like we have to do everything ourselves. And
right.
if that's not what lights you up, if that's not in your wheelhouse or your skill set, having someone like you on as a digital best friend is a great way to move the needle forward. So I love that. Do you have a tip for us regarding our marketing, our social media, our branding that you'd like to share?
Best tip I think would be your most authentic self. I think in the age of artificial intelligence, we are really there's a lot of repetition, and also it's very tempting to use AI to sort of manufacture really fast information or output
Mhm.
of information. But I think storytelling and building on authenticity is what attracts your real target audience and allows you to build those key relationships that bring you more than just a sale, but also the satisfaction of working with people that really understand your values.
Mhm.
So really just sharing stories and being as authentic as possible on social media is what can help you create a very strong community online.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're addressing the AI piece of this because it is easy to create content these days using AI tools. Like that part is getting easier and easier, but is it really the kind of content that's going to promote your brand in the way you truly desire? And I think that's where a professional and someone being the digital best friend can come in and say, as your digital best friend, I got to tell you, I think you're going to have a little more success if we do XYZ and focus on your stories and here's how that works. So I love that. You have a gift for everyone today. Can you describe what your gift is?
We do. It's a 10-day content calendar. So if you have a business or if you're a solopreneur, creative entrepreneur, and you kind of really want to maybe social media management is something that you want, or you're trying to become more consistent, we offer like a free proposal. So we basically look at your website, we put a few posts together, a strategy for you as well. And if that is something that you really like, then of course we can maybe collaborate even further, or you can even just use it as direction for your business
Nice.
on
So
social
it's not
media.
just a 10-day content calendar template, it's actually tailored to the individual business owner. So you can actually try it for 10 days, see how it goes, and then maybe expand out.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. That's a fantastic gift. That's a really high value. So if you'd like to take advantage of this gift from Phoenicia, just type hashtag calendar as a comment under the video, and then she will reach out to you personally to connect and help you take whatever next step it is to get your 10-day content calendar. I love that. And if you'd love to meet Venetia and other amazing creative small business owners, you can come to our next networking event. We allow guests to come the first Thursday of every month. It's always on Zoom from 2 to 3:30 Eastern Time. You can get our upcoming events on Eventbrite. If you go to buildempoweredpartners.com, it forwards to our Eventbrite collection and you can choose an upcoming event. And we would love to meet you and learn more about you. Any final words, Venetia, before we round this interview out?
Final words, I would say share your story, be authentic, and don't be afraid to share your values online.
I love that. Thank you so much, Venetia. And I'm really looking forward to continuing our connection and seeing how you grow as a business owner with content and marketing and branding and all the things.